All right, we're out here with the 2020 Mazda CX-9. Excited to show you around some of the features and design that Mazda's packed into this 3-row seat crossover utility. And we're gonna be taking a look at the Signature model today, which has one really cool feature redesign on the interior that we'll take a look at in just a minute. Also, we've got a style very similar to the last 3 or 4 model years, going back to the 2016 with some slight changes to the exterior. Come on, let's take a look. Take a look at some of the exterior style features as well as technology features that are important to note on the 2020 CX-9. If you look down here at the wheels, you've got a 20-inch alloy on the Signature level trim with that gunmetal gray on it, really elevating the style and the Signature trim level. A couple of the technology features that we see right up front in the hood emblem as well as on the windshield, you get a lot of the iActive Sense safety features utilizing technologies embedded in those 2 spots. So that's why you see a little bit of design style difference with that front emblem. Also, looking below, we do have the front and rear parking sensors available on the Grand Touring and Signature models. And those are those small sensors on the front. One thing I do want to point out on the exterior of the vehicle is these mirrors actually have the capacity to be auto folding. So you can set them to when you do park and lock the vehicle that they will fold in automatically, giving you more space to get in and out and around the vehicle, and especially for other vehicles when they are parking near you. Under the hood of the 2020 Mazda CX-9, Mazda has its 2.5-liter turbo engine with dynamic pressure turbo, and it's coupled to a 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, that turbo engine is going to get you 250 horsepower with 320 foot-pounds of torque, giving you plenty of get up and go, surprisingly, even with the larger crossover. Now, if you didn't want to put 93 octane fuel in it and wanted to stick with the 87, you still get an impressive 227 horsepower and 310 foot-pound of torque. One reason why Mazda's put that 2.5-liter turbo in the vehicle instead of going with a heavier V6 is to increase not just your capacity for performance, but also increase your economy. Mazda's giving you all the performance that you need, even with the larger crossover, but also giving you 26 miles per gallon highway and 20 in the city, which is not something that's equivocated in its class. What I love about the rear of every Mazda vehicle is they take into account just the small details that make a big difference. So in looking at the rear of the CX-9, there's a couple things that I noticed right away. One, we do have a power lift gate, so button inside and outside to make that power lift gate go up and down. We also have some additional storage directly below the pad here, and then some small things like little hooks to make sure that things do not slide around if you've got a couple of things that need to stay still in the back, some tie downs as well. Also, I love just the simple ease of allowing that rear seat to fold down. And we do have a split rear seat, so if you do have one additional passenger, you can put one or the other down in the back. If you notice way deep in there, you've got actually a USB port for both rear passengers, giving them the access to technology and charging that even a rear passenger, potentially an adult in that larger rear seat, would enjoy. The real work on the CX-9 has been done in the interior, and particularly here on the Signature model. Mazda's brought captain's chairs to this trim level, giving you that elevated feel of being a front seat passenger in the rear seat. You've got a great center console with cup holders right there, heated seats, your own air control, and even up in the top, your individualized reading lights to not distract that driver on long drives, especially at night. Mazda's really elevated that rear passenger, giving a premium feel to it. You can really be confident if you are needing to cart around clients or adults that they'll be comfortable back here just like you are in the front seat. So now we're inside in the CX-9 in the front console, taking a look at some of the technology that Mazda has to offer up here. First, looking at this auto hold with the parking brake. The purpose of it is if you are sitting at that stoplight or needing to sit there and not have your foot on the brake, you can actually place the vehicle in auto hold, and all you need to do to get the vehicle back going is hit the gas. There's nothing like releasing the brake or anything like that to go. Another really neat feature is not just the 3-tier heated seats, but also the 3-tier ventilated and cooled seats. And Mazda's done something a little bit different with that ventilated and cooled seat. Instead of pushing cool air into you, it actually works by wicking away hot air. So you don't get that awkward feeling of air being blown toward you, but you do get the removal of that hot air, giving that cooling sensation. It actually works to cool down the seat a little bit quicker in those hot summer months. I want to give you a little bit of look as what that around view camera looks like. So if you are in reverse, which I am now, you do have that vehicle rear, and we just saw that rear cross traffic alert work. Kind of cool. When that vehicle came behind, gave that audible and visual alert, and you can still see all the way around the vehicle. Now, if you're able to put the vehicle in drive, you actually get that forward facing, and we're under construction here, so you see a little bit of construction and some upstairs renovations that we're going through, but on that front board camera. All right, let's take a drive. You know, I'll be honest, when I first heard that Mazda was taking away the V6 out of the CX-9 and replacing it with a turbo, I was quite worried. As a Mazda employee, it just didn't seem like it was gonna fit the class, but man, it really outdoes expectations. They tuned it up right. They've given you the right amount of torque to get the vehicle up and going. There's not a lack of power in the low ranges, and the turbo spools up quite quickly, so you don't have to worry about not getting the power that you want from the turbo early on. And Mazda's driving dynamics with that horse and rider R1, Jinbai E-Tai they call it, they don't sacrifice it in the larger vehicles. So everything that you feel in, let's say, a Mazda 3 or a Mazda 6 as far as driving dynamics, side to side or gas or brake, you get present in the CX-9. So it actually makes driving a larger crossover vehicle fun instead of having to kind of sacrifice that because of the size of the vehicle. Thanks for taking a look at the 2020 Mazda CX-9 with us today. If you do have any questions about the vehicle, feel free to comment below. Also, take a look at it on our website, nelsonmazda.com. We do have 4 locations that you can take a look at it, come take a test drive. 2 in Tennessee at Cool Springs and Murfreesboro, and 2 in Oklahoma in Tulsa and Norman. Also, if you'd like to check out more reviews, that's right over here on this side. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel right over here. Thanks for taking a look. Have a great day.